Hey guys, welcome in. Making this video today for you about mission. If you're drawn to this video, messages for you. When we're talking about the twin flame mission, we're talking about individual missions. I've talked a lot in the past about joint mission with the twin. And I want to share with you part of your mission. Right? I get asked a lot about it, like, what's my mission? What's my mission? Part of your mission, the first part, is to heal unhealthy love patterns. That's why you're drawn to this twin flame idea. That's why the universe, God, is drawing you to this, because the way to be in love in the world, part of your mission as a twin, since you're drawn to this, you're drawn to mission. And the mission of the twin flame is to raise the vibration on the planet by getting into that high vibration. So your mission is to heal unhealthy, part of the mission, not the whole mission. Each of you has individual missions, but the mission of the twin, the reason this idea, this concept is so attractive to you, is that that's your mission. Your mission is to heal whatever unhealthy patterns you have. Codependency is one of them, because big chunk of the people in the Empress Club, big chunk of the people who are drawn to this concept is codependency, having relationships that are unhealthy, experiencing emotional abuse, physical abuse. That's why you're drawn to this, because you need to heal these things. And part of healing these things is not necessarily focusing on the other, right? Focusing on oneself. So if your mission, twin flames, should you choose to accept it, is to heal the unhealthy patterns. I know, it seems like a bait and switch. I know, the universe doesn't do that though. Okay? The universe is attracting you to this concept for the very purpose of getting you to that love. Okay? So the mission, part of the mission is individually healing. Okay? Wrap your mind around that. So this, for what it's worth, the Empress Club Facebook group, where we talk about a lot of these issues, and we talk about, the anxiety, the longing, the push, the pull, all those things. Those are all parts of unhealthy patterns. Do you see that? Do you see that? That when it no longer is an issue for you, that will tell you you're healed. I know. This is big stuff, guys. This is big stuff. So walking the path of the twin is inherently a solo journey for a lot of time. Because you can't, and as I've said this many, many times, and frankly, my own journey, I wasn't even sure what this meant until just a couple of months ago, but it is all about your own spiritual development. That's why the universe, that's why God is drawing you to this message. So when you're watching this video and you feel drawn to twin flame mission, that's why you're watching this video. So hi! Hi! That's great. That's great. Congratulations. You have taken the first step. You have taken the first step. My job is to help you navigate this. And someone once told me, I'm the one holding the door for everybody getting on the plane. I feel that. I've accepted this mission. So, transformation, guys, big transformation. So let's look and let's talk about mission today. Bigger picture. Bigger picture. And I will say that I will share a little behind the scenes from me here. The cards are really an extension of what is already channeling. It's a visual representation, right? I'm a visual person. It's a visual representation of what's being channeled. And helping me direct the message, helping me connect with my higher self to channel the messages for you. Wow, I'm sweating just thinking about this. Okay, so this is big, guys. This Lionsgate period is part of the mission too, the awakening of people. That's why I've put these videos on the general channel and not just in the Empress Club, because part of my mission is to help those who want to find this information. If you're watching this video, you're drawn to this mission, you're drawn to this message. So, that's right. Healing all that crap. That's right. Time to heal all that. Time to let go of all that. Healing, first card out of the gate. Healing, heartbreak. Around love. Wow. Yes, so you can make more positive decisions and attract the right partner. Universe is helping you. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. Overarching message for you. This is for you, for those who are watching this Twin Flame mission. We're moving in. Remember the other day I did this video called Moving into the New Earth. Here y'all are, High Priestess. I'm feeling pretty strongly here. Healing, do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? I'll just share. For me, it means getting out of the matrix, right? These loops that you've been in your life, these loops that you've been in, right? Whether it's somebody, whether it's this codependent thing, whether it is people who, codependent narcissists, right? This whole duality, the whole duality, right? The number 7, the Chariot, the card number 7, right? 7s are very spiritual numbers, and because here's why. 3 is the Trinity, right? You and your twin, balancing, right? Balancing these energies, balancing masculine, feminine, and God, right? The Lover's card, that's 3. 4 is the material world, right? We are living we have a body, we're walking around with this for a reason, right? This is a spiritual mission, but we're walking around with this body for a reason. We're here on this planet for a reason. The mission is about love and light. The mission is about eradicating those negative loops, those negative tapes, those negative patterns that have evolved. We're here to disrupt that. We're here to disrupt those negative, hurtful, anti-love, right? We're here to disrupt that. So, when you talk about, Jesus was a revolutionary. Jesus wasn't always sweetness and light. Being in the positive vibration is not always about being in sweetness and light. You get me? When Jesus went into the temple with the money lenders and wrecked the joint, there was this boiling over of his own love for humanity that he needed to make a representation of what was so wrong about what was going on in the temple. So when you point out, when you're pointing out injustice in the world, when you're pointing out negative behaviors by another person, when you're pointing out narcissistic abuse, when you're pointing out codependency, when you're pointing out these things, there's a lot of different ways to do it. Humor is good. Because the truth is, people don't necessarily take in. Now I'm teaching you how to be a guide, okay? How to be somebody who's a leader in this tribe. because we are all leaders in this tribe. So the way to do it is to let people discover it for themselves, because that's the most powerful teaching there is. Letting people discover something. Yeah, it might take longer. Yeah, you could just tell them. But I can't tell you, I keep a journal. I've kept a journal since 7th grade. And I'm writing things in there, and I know I wrote them maybe 10 years ago. Maybe 15 years ago. When I was asleep. And I didn't know what it meant. Right? You ever have the experience of listening to a video? I listen to a lot of YouTube videos as I'm falling asleep. I love to hear different, what's going on around, Lionsgate and astrology and other things that, I'm learning about too. And sometimes I listen to a video and it might as well be like, wah, 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 wah. Like I don't hear the words. I can't feel the concepts. And now I know I am up on that ladder because some of the concepts I can no longer hear are low. A low vibration. I no longer hear them. I no longer am part of that. And the more you can use love, use passion, use your teaching skills to allow people to discover it for themselves, right? You're here watching this video because you're looking to discover something that is going to advance your life, your behavior, your love, your relationships, your 3D experience in this world. But also what you're getting here, what we're working on as part of the Empress Club, as part of the Twin Flame Collective or whatever, is not really about unhealthy attachment to love, right? Of like, oh my God. It's not that at all. The mission is more about opening up to love, and really love of humanity, love of really helping people open up to that. Reaching distances and differences of race and philosophy and all different kinds of things. That's what twins are doing here. So, back to the reading. That's what we're talking about. Healing old ways of heartbreak. Healing these old patterns about love, about what love really is. And when you are acculturated in growing up as to unhealthy love patterns, right? If you've been a victim of a narcissistic abuse or whatever you've been involved in or whatever has been, because you are all here because there has been some unhealthy patterns. And my job, our job here is to break that tie to like, oh, this is what I've identified as love. Well, yeah, you know what? That's pretty unhealthy. That's not love. To shine a light on what love really is. That's what the universe is working on here, to help all of us shine a light on unhealthy behaviors. Your person, the Divine Masculine, is also having experiences like this about what truly is relationship. See how they're looking at that 4 of Wands, 2 of Wands, making decisions about what really is relationship to them. And getting downloads, you are more consciously getting downloads. This is, for a card that's not an action, right? This is not an action, but it is, right? It is an action of laying down and meditating and making a decision to heal this 9 of Wands. And I love this. Passionate truth, cutting through what has been hidden. Okay? So all of these unhealthy patterns from the past, the universe is offering truth and passion to mobilize you, inspiration, to mobilize you in the switching on the light. Switching on the light about what is healthy and what is not healthy in relationship. So blocks here, what are the blocks that are right in front of us, right? As my old high school guidance counselor, Mr. Greger, who was fabulous, said to me, do the work in front of you. Just do the work that's in front of you. Don't get ahead of yourself, okay? So, Mr. Greger. So 2 of Swords, Page of Wands here. This is a passionate action, again, blocks taking passionate action, getting out of this no see, no hear, no believe, very sort of, drawn in, but not in a hermit way, right? This is on the way to being the high priestess, where I'm not paying attention to the temporal world. I'm not paying attention to timelines. I'm not paying attention to anything that's going on. I'm listening to my own guidance. That's the positive side of this. The block side of this is that you're not doing that. So you really need to do more meditation, really need to ask your own guides for your own particular mission. Okay, if my job here is to eradicate some of these very, very negative, dark inspired kind of love patterns, and the universe is moving me towards something else, then what is my particular mission? I'm not making any decisions right now because I don't know where to go, right? And so this good news, sort of blocking the good news, I don't mean to sound like a preacher, but like blocking the news of what is the mission. Seriously. The thing that's blocking the mission is the unhealthy love patterns. That's what's blocking mission here for Twin Flames. Is that you're stuck, not you, not you watching, but like somebody is blocking their unhealthy love patterns because they're not wanting to see that they're unhealthy love patterns. Right? Wow. All right, actions here. Actions you can take. I love it. King of Swords. Cut through that crap and cut through this. This Five of Pentacles is a little bit like, okay, so this is a church. I'm a huge Jesus fan, right? Not a huge organized religion fan, though. Because there is some programming around that. There is some... It's like, I have a good friend who's very he does the music for his church, and he said to me one time that it really is about the fellowship of the people, and I always believe this, that the church is the people, and I believe Jesus said that. The church is the people, not the leadership of the church. The church is the people. And it's really just about gathering around an idea. I was raised in the 70s, guitar playing Jesus, that whole thing about love, about giving to others, and about opening up your heart to love. And you don't need a building for that. You have a direct line to God. God wants you to know that. You have a direct line. And the universe, God, is moving in your favor here. Okay? So let's talk to the masculine here about their journey. 10 of Cups. That is the Twin Flame card. All right, so there is this awakening that is happening. There is an awakening here. That's what Temperance is doing there, Sag energy. That's what they're doing, is awakening to this notion of healthy, okay? Magician. They have all the tools they need. Taking action. Oh, wow, and the Chariot. Remember I just talked about the Chariot. It's about bringing duality together, bringing polarity together. Wow. To move forward in a positive way. Bringing those dualities together. I like it. I like it. I like it. Knight of Cups. So they can take action. They can take loving action here. And if some of you feminine have felt out in the cold here, it's because you are taking the time, King of Swords, to really see what the mission is and really get out of these unhealthy love patterns. So you won't accept something that's unhealthy. You won't accept a third-party situation. You won't even be there because you're like, that's not healthy, that's not good. Right? Right. Clearing the way, cutting through the machete, through the jungle of all the things that are blocking your eyes here. How is this unfolding? Death. What? Didn't we just see that death card? Big time transformation here. We just. I think I shared death card with you just a few minutes ago. All right. It's okay. Queen of Swords. Oh, I like it. Discernment. No bullshit. Now, clear-eyed, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, now you're both clear-eyed about the mission. Knowing what that is, knowing that love is more than sex or, you know, dating or whatever. Those are the mechanisms through which you connect. But there's a bigger mission here, guys. There's a bigger mission. Strength, I love it. Overcoming all obstacles, because you have internalized the mission about overcoming these unhealthy patterns, overcoming, moving towards healthy, moving towards what is good for the collective and for you, a spiritual being, world, yeah? Wow. This Lion's Gate period is having a tremendous effect on the collective. It's all about mission, guys. Hanged Man, Jesus card, Jesus card, Jesus card. So, Hanged Man, Knight of Wands, Seven of Swords. Seeing these things, this is a cheating card, this is a one-night stand card, seeing these things from a different perspective, seeing them as now unhealthy. No longer interested in that. You're really transforming here, Death card, into somebody more discerning who can overcome unhealthy patterns. So you can complete this cycle. World card here, you've got to complete this cycle before you can move forward in the twin journey. You've got to complete this, okay. You got to complete this cycle. Pay attention to red flags, let go of control issues. These are your own red flags. You know what you're seeing. Look at now that you choose to accept the mission, part of these unhealthy patterns is about feeling that you're in control in some way, that it seems familiar. Okay, so when we repeat unhealthy behaviors, there's a familiarity there, right? It's like that is what I've identified as love, because that was what was shown to me as a kid, as a teenager, as a young adult, as love. That's what was shown to me as love. Someone might have been feeling they were trying to keep you safe by trying to, don't reach for the stars. What if you get disappointed, right? That is what passes for love. No. You gotta let go of all that. It's not that your parents or your siblings or whatever are bad people. It's just that was their own belief. That was their own journey. Now you're on a mission to create your own beliefs here. Right? Pay attention to those red flags. Look at your history. What is it that you're thinking is love that is causing unhappiness? Because you know, your soul knows that's not right for you. That's why it's causing unhappiness. You deserve love, for God's sake. Of course you do. Worth waiting for. So, oh my goodness. So, your mission, divine feminines, divine masculines, whoever is watching this, if you're drawn to the twin flame mission, your mission is to identify those unhealthy patterns. What are you identifying as love? And why? Ask yourself, why have you been drawn to this twin flame mission? What about it? Really look at your own red flags. Look at your own experience of love and step out of it. Try to be objective about it. Try to look at the situation as if it's through your eyes, if you're talking to a friend that you haven't seen in years, right? It's like completely divorced from your own experience. What would you say? You know, your soul knows what's healthy, what's good for you. That's ouch. That's why you're here. Oh, the point. That was the point. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Twin Flame Mission, should you choose to accept it.